Hey, happy Friday, Memorial Day Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. I have not made a whole lot of progress this week on my customs since my last video. Just life is getting busy. Got high school graduation tonight, getting ready for that. Been continuing to work and push hard to complete on my wood floor project. Just got a few more feet of boards to install, so I'm hoping to be done with that this weekend. Through Monday, we'll see. But yeah, as you can see, I am mixing these paints together to match up with that John Deere color of green on that 2018 Ricky Stenhouse John Deere car. And I just kind of showing you guys where I'm at, and show a little bit of the behind the scenes madness that takes place when you're working these customs. I am mixing, and this is the primary one. This is a Euro dark green, which is kind of like an olive. I had an olive paint before, but it was all solid and unusable. And then I'm using this Beret green color, just a couple drops of that, mixing it here, and so I'm really close to matching that up, this color here with that, but it's a little dark. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm getting one of my older bottles, this white. It's a flat enamel, if it would ever focus, and I'm stirring it up because it needs stirred. That's a lot of it would have kind of separated. Excuse me. Wow. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, working this stuff early Friday morning. It's about 5 o'clock. Just thinking about our country, the wonderful country that we live in, and all those people, men and women, that gave their lives in service to our country, and just trying to honor them, and thank the Lord for them. We have a tremendous country, best country. That's why everybody wants to come here, right? Freedoms, opportunity, just a wonderful place to live. Those men, women fought and died for those freedoms, and also, fought and died and helped other countries have a semblance of freedom. But yeah, Memorial Day weekend is a good weekend. And appreciate all of you guys out there that served. I work, with a lot of Marines that have served, of course, and are serving, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of it. So, okay, I'm just going to do a drop of the white because I want to lighten it up. I'm not sure that's going to be enough, but we'll see, one step at a time. Ooh. Now, you may be wondering, hey, Doug, why don't you just go get the, John Deere green paint and use that? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I've already got these paints here that I can mix and match, and it doesn't cost me a nickel, or doesn't cost me any more money than I already have spent. Number two, there's no guarantee that the John Deere green is going to match these decals. It would have to, the design would have had to have used the exact John Deere color. The printer that the decals are printed on would have to have, just had the perfect match. And so, in my experience, I'm better off, trying to mix and match as opposed to trying to buy a custom paint that may or may not match. So since I already have these here, that was kind of my my reasoning. So yeah, I think I'm getting close, guys. I think I'm getting close. Let's see. And this is just an eye test here. I tell you what, I want to do one more drop of white, and then we'll go with that, I think. I think it's a little too dark still. Okay. I gotta be careful not to get too much in there. I'm not sure that's going to drop. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Just a lot going on right now these few weeks with our daughter graduating from high school. You know, we've got the graduation ceremony tonight. We've got an open house coming up here in a few weeks. I'm going to dip that right there like that. Kind of get that going. And so, just throw that in the trash. Hopefully I don't need another drop of the white. But yeah, just a lot going on. Some of you may have reached out to me. I haven't been as responsive as you may have liked, and I apologize for that. I'll try to get back with you guys as quickly as I can. But yeah, doing well. I have run into a problem though. I'll tell you my problem as I mix this. Well, before that, so you don't see my little cutting board. Cutting board has gone under a renovation. So I sanded it down. It was getting a little rough, a little too absorbent for me. Absorbent, so it was absorbing the water. I wanted to put a coat of sealer on it, so I sanded it down, and I actually stained it, and I got some polyurethane on it right now, a second coat that's drying. So so my decal work is suspended until I can get that thing done, which should be later today. I wanted to do that. I had the polyurethane out for some of the flooring quarter round that I was staining and polyurethaning, and so I figured I might as well do that with the cutting board. So yeah, that's what's going on there. But yeah, I ran into a problem with an eBay buyer, Stefan. I don't know if you watch these videos, but Stefan is a longtime eBay buyer of mine, and he bought one of my cars a few months ago, and unfortunately, it has not arrived. He lives in France. And unfortunately, what has happened is, the tracking it's shown it hasn't delivered, and it's still with eBay. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, if it's ever going to arrive. I'm trying to get some feedback from eBay here as I use this little applicator to put this on. But anyways, that's what's going on there. So I've got if the package is lost, then what I have to do is, refund his money, or get him something that can be a replacement. So I'm making a couple cars for him, to replace what has not arrived. So yeah, it's a little disappointing, but yeah. So it's not a 100% match, but once it dries, I think it might be a little bit better. But definitely better than the yellow. So definitely better than the yellow. So this is where I'm kind of like, do I do the whole front or just the part where I think it's going to be an overlap? And because this is going on pretty thick, I want to just do the whole front, because this is going to be a significantly raised area. I'm putting it on pretty thick, and so to try to get the best look there, I want to get full coverage, so try to keep it as even as possible. I do have a couple coats of sealer on these green decals there, so it's not gonna, the paint's not gonna leak into the decal to cause any problems there. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get this to come down, because decal set doesn't really have anything to bring that down, to bring this this corner down. So I'm trying to paint that straight line. It's not the best, when you're dealing with decal sets that are less than perfect, you're going to be less than perfect no matter what you do. But so yeah, I hate it when packages are lost. I've had that happen to me once before, and it just stinks. I got to remake the custom or whatever, right? So yeah, had that happen with another eBay purchase a few years back. I'm gonna use my knife here to see if I can get this a little bit better. Yeah, it's not perfect, and that's going to dry, and it's going to dry a little bit lighter, and so hopefully that will be sufficient. So and acceptable. So yeah, just as you can see, I mixed this dark or Euro dark green. You may wonder, hey Doug, where do you get all these paints? Well, I a few years ago I bought a mix match lot of paints off of eBay. Whether it was a hobby store or whatever, but it was just a group of paints, different colors, the miscellaneous colors that somebody was getting rid of, and it was a good price. You buy these individually. These are These are $4 or $5 a piece, easy. And so I got a bunch of them for, maybe, $2 a piece type of thing. And yeah, and so this was years ago, and I knew that I was going to be making customs, and just to have all these different paints at my disposal for a good price was a good decision. And so spent the money and did it. It was probably I don't know, $70 or $80 when I bought a bunch of these. And then I've also bought a bunch of the spray cans and stuff like that to just have, and to use as needed. And so yeah, just it's good to look for those mixed matches, lots of paints and things like that on eBay, and to try to get a good price as opposed to buying one can every time you need one, just to save some money there. But that is all. I'm going to let that dry. And, again, it's not a perfect match, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And it'll dry. I'll get some coats of clear sealer on it, and then I'll be able to put these little pieces on and finish that custom up. What did I get? So, got some Plan B cars the other day. Came in the mail. I'll show you that. There's a Corey LaJoy. No, I'm sorry, Matt DiBenedetto. And there's a Corey LaJoy. I got some Ricky Stenhouse, Bubba, Martin Truex, and some trucks. So that was cool. Always fun to get those donor cars in the mail. I'll show you my cutting board. So I stained it a little bit, and I got a second coat of polyurethane on that thing. So gonna let that dry today, and so maybe by tomorrow I'll have that done. I wanted to go darker because it's a little bit easier to see the white decals when I'm working. And so, actually, I was kind of hoping it would be darker than what it is. But this way, I'll be able to see the white decals a little bit better than I did before. So yeah, that's where that is. That's how that's working. So, yeah, I've got gonna work this for Stefan. One of the cars I want that we went back and forth on. He wants a couple Kyle Busch cars. When I offered him, free replacement for the Kyle Busch green zombie Skittles car that hasn't arrived yet. So I'm going to make that for him and try to get those out the door to him here within a few days, if I can, just because, hate that for him. In my next video, I will tape this off and paint this blue. So I'll do that in my next video here. We'll see what's in store over the next few days, and then maybe I'll do that Saturday or Sunday. So, guys, thanks for watching. Hope this was interesting to you. Mixing these paints and trying to show you guys, just how I do some things here behind the scenes. But hope you guys have a blessed day and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Always love the Coca-Cola 600 on Sunday. Starting in daylight, going into the darkness. Always fun to watch that race. Hope the weather's good. And NASCAR puts on a good show. Still rooting for William Byron. He lost his top 10 streak, so bummer to see that. But hopefully he can get back on the horse and get going again. Get some more top 10s. for that Liberty University car. All right, guys. God bless, and we will talk to you later.